Kada akushkita kamoy kata ishkirita tatat kushkita tamokta tishkita tankta ishkita tay. Kashkata tamokta tishkita tay kata takum kashkata tam at ishkita ishkita kadashkita tamoya tatay kiri ay breke kiri ay. Omoya tataki maiste eri amohuya. Bri aste eri iki anaya mohuya eri ishi anay. Karashkira na tuya maste, kikara tuya ma uyane, she hara I she na. I kiriki hana kuyama andreski. Gri kanana atui iki anana atui ikira aste eri ahai o kuyama andreski te. Bri asteri eri maha akuyama andeski atere eri maha akuyama andeski atete eri maha akuyama andeski ete. Kuste eri maha kisti karama akuyama andeski anana ate. Buya aste eri uyama anga aste eri ikiri andeski anana akuyama andeski. Hara are eri ama akuyama andeski. Bri aste eri muyama aste eri ikiri anana atuyama ankai. Eri iski anana atuyama anka uya andere eri amahai. Bri atuyama ankai. Eri amaha kuya aste eri ikiri ana akuyama aste. Bri aste eri ikiri ana atuyama andoi. Heri amaka, heri amaka, heri amauste, hara atuyama aste. Bri kiri ande eski anana atuyama aste. Bri kara atuyama ande ikarana atuyama aste eri ahai. Buya aste eski anana atuyama ande. Hara eri kara atuyama aste eri ahai. Are kasta tuyama aste. Kiri katsto kayana tara mo kuyanai. Bri teri ikiri aste iki ana atuyama he. Bisteri amai kiri amaste iki anana atuya ate ika ate buya Astu yamandes ki ateri iki asteri amatuya maste. Greetings all. Me este ate kara tuya maste. Such a pleasure to be with you at this potent time. Ishki ate puya maandes ki ate bi aste eri amahai Venus soft. Bi asteri ikira tuyamaan ikiri aste eryamai, but this is the momentous time. Ki ast tuyamaan deski ate. Bidi ast tuyamaan gara atere ikiri aste eryamaha uya ate. Kaya mukuyama aste eri amamuya anda eski ate eri amhai bi aste e anana atuyama ate. This is where now the information is becoming normal esti ate. Kiri ishki ate becoming not separate from you is tuya anda eski ate. Not in the dream state only. Este I that was a dream information, but just a dream. Maybe ishki ape. Maybe a thought passing, just a thought. And there is no just a meki ishki ape, you see. Is karaste eriamahai. Kukuyamandere ishki ape. Buya andere ishki anane ankara aste eriamahai. All of it is your information. All is accessible. Kara este ahna. Kukuyama andere ishki ate kara aste eri mahai beri ika ate like there's someone they're familiar knowing them from somewhere. Well, yes, you do. Este ate kuyama ande ishki ate kukuyama aste. This will become the normal. You already experiencing it. Ki istuyama ande ishki ate kukuyama ande ishki ate iki aste. Kukuyamanda ishki ate, much like when you are in the altered states, ishte ate, such as this circle, misara aste, you see things that you don't see otherwise, ke ishte ate. Bidi ishki ate, bo kuya ate, but how do you see them? Do you think because they're there, because they are. Ishtuya on the Ishkayah. They're not a vision, not a something that you just see when you're under the experience of the medicines, for example. Always is. You just you're accessing them. The new normal, we call it, is that you accessing all of it all the time. The part where there needs to be some carefulness is overloading all at once. Because the system that you are currently operating in not ready for all of it all at once. There is this attuning process that the planet that you are in, the Earth planet, and the inhabitants is now under this process. So you're feeling it in your personal system and your collective system. Like the upgrade, you can't just keep putting the new all the good stuff. This part has to be ready to receive it, become it. They're kind of like the one is there like this and the other one is coming in an angle. They need to come to meet each other. Therefore there's work maybe on both sides to meet. Tuning to the same channel frequency. So what you are experiencing as the this upgrade, the symptoms, weird things happening in the physical forms, also people leaving their bodies, all part of it. Some bodies not able to tune. Others, yes, but they have to go through a process which might feel like something's wrong. This is the belief that there is something wrong when you feel the discomfort in the physical body. Something must be wrong. I'm gonna go look it up. Take myself to the medical system. Tell me what's wrong with me. We can assure you that this is not the way. There is no alarm to be worried about, and the system there will not be able to tell you what is wrong with you anyway. It's simply this. Kuste ikarana kuyamandere eri maha atuyama ka aste eri maha eri iki aste resonance biri ishki ate biri ishka moya ate ha kiri ishki anana tuyama anka aste eri iki ate We on the Ishkayah, this information we share, just to assure you, you are on the right way, because there is only that way, all going. You choose to accept the discomfort of all in the process, or you choose to become worried that it is something more than it is. We say you in the you of you, all the yous, not the yous in this very room, because we were who we were speaking with, already informed. Kikiri ishki anana atuyama anda ishki diri ukuyama anda ishki anana ate erium high. Diri ishki ate erium kuyama anda ishki ate. And therefore the collective discomfort the ishki ne going outside of your own system for the moment ishte ate. You feel also the collective discomfort. Yes? Ishte hard to not feel it. Ishte kuyama anda ishki ate. Kuya ate, but it's the same. You must allow it. Ishtuya anda ishki ate. Going to the making a cause, trying to change it, trying to it stops the process. Kuya mashte ete. As difficult as maybe it feels, helpless, like all is falling apart. Well, yes, it is. Este because it needs to. Makoyashte eriamahai. Part of the process is to yamakai. The eski ate, bri este, all comes back to your own. Este atuyamakai. Kiri iski anana atuyamaste. Kukuyamande eriamahai. Bri este eriamahai. Therefore, tuning into it, okay, aware of it, yes. Este ate, but always coming into you. Are you allowing it? Ishte ape. Are you allowing the process? Are you aware of your own process? Kuyamashte erimahai. Ishki ape. You answer your own. Always. Ki ishte handa ishki ape. Hatuyama ankai. Briashte erimahai. All that there is. Niki ishki. O kuyama andere eri amahai. Kishti amo ukuyama anda eski atere eri amahai. Bria aste eri iki anana atuyama anda eri amai. Iski anana atuyama ate eri amahai. This is the information we wishing to bring forward. Este ate at this time. We anda eski ate. Kikiri aste eri amahai. Bi aste eri amahai. All the reveals that you are experiencing also, yes, it's that ishtai. Very imbalanced systems, way of living, trying to meet the higher one again. Therefore, the whatever was not aligning, must meet it. Be amahai. There's a lot. Ikara tuya maste. Ha tuya este eriamahai. Bikiri ikiri anda iski anoya anda iski ate eriamahai. O kuyama anda iski ate eriamahai. We wish to transmit frequency now. Este I kara as tuya anda iski ate. Ha tuya ma anda iski ate. And this is to sort of we don't want to use the word separate because nothing is separate. Allowing the dense particles, the old ways, they go floating down. What is left is the reality. For this, Hi, Like you're cleaning like the gunk off of what is. Este ahanda eski ape a deep cleaning. Duyama aste eriama hai. Ki aste like all of a sudden it's new again. Aste eriama hai. Same system, but who kara aste eriama hai. Heiri iki aste. This is the gunk you allowing to sink to the bottom. Mastuya anda eski ape. Bottom layer, yes. Ke este ape, okay. Hape, biri ishki ape, but you are not it. Hastuya ape. Kara ukuya anda eski ape, eriam hai. Kuya anda eski ape. This is the newborn, the rebirth, uya ape, that is. Kuya aste eriamaha. Nothing is really different, but it is. Estuya handa eski ape. This is the way that this will be. Estia anda akai. New Earth doesn't mean goodbye. Going over here, start a new one. Astuya ante. Kiri iski ape. Puya ande eski ape. Hara okuyama anda eski ape. This is doesn't work in this way. Kuya aste eriamahai. Kuya anda eski ape. Rising above that gunk layer is the ape to see the reality. Is to yankai. Is like this. Mahokuya. Hara aste eriamahai. Kukuyama anda eski ape. Someone has a question. We asked a hi. We will receive it. Kastri asked Eddie Mahai. Biri astuya akai. Someone has one. Veste atuya akai. Bi ishki ate. Bi ishki atuya akai. Inquiry. Nestuya akai.
Question. What methods and tools should people use to help them attune themselves better, to help in this attunement process between the higher and the lower at this time?
This is a good question for you asked because it is like something to put into practice is to ya on the in a sense however not something to do necessarily as we have brought in the information. The old system is doesn't have the power anymore, and the new is taking over. And this process of integration is happening. Therefore, the process of the you is to know this is part of it, and to also help to release whatever is not serving the physical form you are sitting in. You may be putting something in your body that is not part of the new beautiful system that you are. This must stop. There's things not good for the body. Karaashta Erimahai, that are the normal things that are being sold out there. Karaashte. Bringing the awareness to what they are is to disconnect. No, Ma'akai. That is not, this is going to turn into this thing. Geishtu Yamande. Kuyate. This is another way of saying the diet is up, most important for you. When you are tuned into this higher way, you will know when something is not. You consume it. We mal becomes very apparent. This is the practice. Kiri Ishkayah, Hatuyamangkai, Bri Aste, needing much less consumption is the way forward. Ishte. You are able to be in your strength without all of the stuff that is told to you that you need to put in this thing. Ki Ishkayah, Kuyama on the Ishkayah, Karamuya on the Ishkayah. This is the first thing. Also, the resting period. Maybe is longer than normal. This is something to allow right now. Maybe also not the usual way. The sleeping long for good. No, there'll be parts of it, like a few hours. Good sleeping. Not now awake. There is no way it used to be that is the way. You have to tune into the physical body you and the energy body you. This process is individual and collective. Did it answer the question?
Yes, it did.
When there can be more clarity, please ask also or other questions from there.
I have a question.
Hi.
So at this time, it feels like there's the feminine rising back on this planet, the matriarchy putting back in its place of respect and honor, the respect of women. And a lot of the masculine are having a hard time, or almost like a protest behavior, like a temper tantrum, like, no. And how do we as feminine beings help in this process, but also not overgive ourselves, because that's been the norm. It feels like we're at this critical moment, and we even see it with fertility and the procreation. There's like that the conflict of the masculine and feminine is showing up in that space. And so how do we build a bridge at this time, and how do we as women continue this rising that is fated and meant to be on this planet, and help our brothers, but also hold them accountable to their own healing, their own process to stand with us.
Thank you for bringing forward this very important information. More than just a question, but a chunk. Because it is. There is a deep imbalance that is being corrected now. You can look at it like the men and the women, but this is only identifying as so. Not the men's fault, no. This is the wrong approach. All, you are both all. First of all, there is no masculine, feminine. You are one within the two within you. Asteri Amakai. Kuyama Ashta Eri Mahai. Therefore, this divine union of your two into one, Ishke Ape, again, is the utmost importance, is Tuyama Ankai. Kuyama Anda Ishke Ape. We don't need to say to hold those men accountable for anything, Ishtuya Anda Ishke Ape, because they don't have anything to be accountable for. Ashta Eri Mahai. It's the deep wound imbalance of all. All have the accountability in this case. The holding accountable further separates. Blocking the solution. The healing. Being attached to what was instead of becoming what is. Biriasta eri mahai, kukima anda eski ate, biriasta eri mahai. The men, they need to also understand this, ishte ate. They don't have responsibility, nor they are nothing less or more. Bigishte ate. Karaashte eri mahai. The wound is for all. Mishki ate. Hakai ukuyama anda eski ate. Therefore, further separating, dividing, not necessary. Ashte eri mahai. Bringing it all to the light, meaning, yes, here we are. Okay, you're a man, I'm a woman. Okay, different. Doesn't matter. Ishtuyama akai. Bri ashte, we are all. Dit. Kara ashte eri mahai. Bri ashte eri mahai. Kikiri ashte. In fact, the division of the humans identifying as one or the other, this was not meant to be. Ishkayah pe. Ha'ape. Kukiyam ashte. You are both. Bri ishkape. Identification just for the procreating, yes, but the over-identification that has become, this is the division separation. There will be these reactions, temper tantrums, you can say, but this is not because the women are coming into the power. It's because all are coming into the power. Ready or not. Therefore, any men or women that are out of their own balance, we're gonna have a hard time. Ishka tuyama akai. Bri este mahai. Bri akai ukuyama adeshki akai. Does it answer the query?
Yes, thank you.
Any other questions coming?
I have a question about protecting our energy because it can feel intense sometimes. So how can we do this in a very harmonious, loving way?
This is important also. These new ways coming into the old. This period feels very intense. There's lots of reactionary things happening. You will see it more and more. You only need to be in your truth and your light as your protection. However, you're also not putting yourself in the line of fire, so to say. These things will be playing out. You don't need to witness them. When you already know the reason. This means also witnessing them through your technology screen. All seeing too. This is too much on the energy of you. Overload. This is not necessary. You're not going to make it any different. You're only going to affect yourself. Kuyate, when you are aligned with the new, you put yourself always in the right place. Este uyamakai, you must own that. Ishkayah ni iate, live it. Kuyamastu yande ishkayah. In this case, no protection needed. Kayuyamande ishkayah, but don't put yourself into the old system when you're in the new. Kiriashte eriamakai. The sleep. The rest, the cocoon state, this is the way. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Asta area mahai, briasta area high. Kikiri asta area mahai. You look at yourself like, you know, you're getting the work done, but you're like this. It's happening. Okay, the dormant state in a sense. And when the work is done, you are then able to be the new. Ishkayah. Kiri ishkate. Bidi ashte eri mahai. Don't tune into the old when you are in the process of being the new. Makes sense? Ishkayah. Thank you. There's me, Kiriashte.
Yeah. Okay. You speak to those that are still stuck in the idea of money. And they're hiding and holding on instead of.
Could you speak it a little clearly, more louder?
We speak to money and its imbalance, and to the ones holding wealth out of fear and power, control, manipulation, to what they only to hear.
We cannot speak to them. The Eriamahai, the them, is a collective frequency. Eriamahai. There's always a them, the them. Who are the them? Yes, there are certain humans that are the them, but it's not like they all meet and make a pact. They already are being driven by something else. Like not in their awareness, in the human sense. This can happen, the collective imbalance, this has run rampant. The negative energies, the forces that wish to keep the control, the low ways, they're going to keep it that way. Money is that. Ishkayah. You think you need money? Really? Do you? Maybe Ishkayah. Do you? The system is the money. All is controlled with this. All. Opening this thing right here. Push. Poof. Realizing I am all, I have everything I need. All is the atuya akai. The money thing gonna seem like poof. What? The ishkate. It's not the money itself, kuya ashte eriamahai. It's the whole system it's created. Ka ashtuya anda eshkiate. Eriamahai, just like it's not the human itself, it's the energy it's created. Ka ashtuya. Some have chosen to be part of that. Ishte. They are on their own journey. Ka uyama anda eshkiate. There's no telling them, dismantling them. Kuya. They're already in it. Karaashte eriamahai. Not fueling that. Ishte atuya akai. Right here, I got it all. This is the way. Ashte eriamahai. You will see the money thing like, what was that? Ishtai akuyamangai. La eriamahaste. Like, doesn't really make sense. Kuyaate. When you are free, energy, all is ishte atuyamakai. All of that stuff that told you were anything less. Ishkayah. This gone because it never existed. Ishka tuyamankai. Hard to tell you how the process will be when you're in the process. But we can assure you, you won't even remember how it was. Someone who holding on to their money for dear life. Well, holding on to what? Nothing. This is their journey. Does it answer the question?
Yes.
Others coming.
I have a question about artificial intelligence and those who might want to try to put human sentient consciousness into robots. And what that looks like for humanity, if that's something we need to understand that is happening or is going to happen.
This is a very valid point. Because maybe you would say that the humans feel that they are being taken over in a sense by this AI, or it's a sudden part of the way of life. It's the normal, yes?
Yeah.
But wasn't there before, but now the normal in everything. Monitoring this very event. First of all, the AI name, as we have brought through before, it's not artificial. It's all fed. By these things here. The mental states of them, anxiety, feeding the AI, okay, collecting the information, giving it back to you. It's not advancing you. It only perceives this way. However, keeping you stuck in the loop. Making everything easier, like, I have all the answers. But you already have the answers. Right here. Talking to this thing, receiving its feedback. You're receiving the feedback of other low density brain information, but regurgitating itself, now there are connections, the portals of this technology that has coming from other places, but the AI systems that you are being sold, no. They have no, they're not for your best interest, for your evolution, and your own awakening. Kikiri Okuyama anda eski ate, bri asta mahai. Once again, the old system making it seem like, yeah, now everything is for you. This is for you, and no, it's not. Ishtuyama akai, bri aste, false, maybe. Ishtuya akai. Does it explain it anyway?
Yes, it does.
Don't keep giving it your information, because this is what's giving it back to you more. Because it's someone else's information. All is outside of you. No, you have all in you. You got it all.
Is there a way for us to stop our human sentience, though, being placed into robotics in a way that is used for like a new generation of slavery or a new generation of abuse, and even against us, like a surveillance state robot?
This is where we will say the parts of this technology are useful, coming from the real. But the forces manipulating will take that. However, we don't see this as a possibility with the grand awakening on the opening of this. Those are all attached to the control, manipulation, money. There is nothing to fear. But don't keep giving it your information. Don't keep asking for your information back. You have the choice. You disconnect. But you can't help all around. All is being monitored. All is being fed to this system. But the way that we can share is that this is not going to have any weight once the awakening of the all is. They have many collections of all of this information. It's going to seem very useless. Useless because you don't need it. Never did. Make sense?
Yes.
Others?
Yeah. How will we continue building into a community, weaving and connecting with each other? For the best possible ways to do that.
Exactly that. When you are using the technologies, the AI, for example, to build community, this is not building community. Building the community like this. Here is it, the community. The human contact with the other humans. There is nothing comparable. The connection that comes from the technology makes you feel connected always but you are already connected, Ishkayah ma'an the Ishkayah, and in the physical presence of another human, you feel a certain way that you cannot replicate outside of that. Ishkayah ma'an the Ishkayah. Hatuyah ma'an kai. Many things can be miscommunicated, misunderstood, because there is not that. Ishkayah when you are connecting through the technology. Kiri astuyah ma'an God. This is the connection, kuya ma'aste, when you are not physically present with a being, not this, but this by passing this, weakening this, by using this, thinking, okay, connected, there is many things lost. So for the present time, very important to be human and human and human and human. All juntos together. This is like nothing else. That's how we can explain.
Thank you.
The Asteria Mahai, Kuyamanda Ishkayah, Eria Mahai, the Ishkayah, and in the same aspect, we don't discount the connection people that are not able to be physically present, Ishkayah. However, nothing can really mimic it, Eria Mahai, is the point we will bring, the Ishkayah, the Asteria Mahai. Others?
I have a question. There are many elders during this time that say that the old myths are leaving us. So the myths that come from Mesopotamia, from Greece, these old archetypes and old myths have kind of run their fullness in many ways, and that we're entering an era of a new myth. There's also a tata here in Guatemala that speaks of that we are weaving a new myth of humanity at this time. Are there any clues or symbols or images that we can lean into or look toward in this weaving of a new mythology together?
You say the word precisely, weaving. One thing doesn't go away and the next thing doesn't work in this way. As we have shown, this integration, shifting process is this weaving. Also, the word myth is kind of shifting because there is a connotation like it's a story, like not real, but this is the awakening to these myths as the realities. Can't tell you what the new is going to look like because there has to be this process of weaving it through from the old. Not to take the old with you, but you are part of the old. All all is not deleting all and then going here. So this weaving, we can say, takes parts of the old that are needed, the foundational aspects, in a sense, Bidi ashte eriamahai. Kikiri ashte eriamahai. This new myth, as you speak it, ishte atuya akai. Bidi ishkape is the living reality being. Ashtuya ande ishkape. Kara ashte eriamahai. Not just be the story that it will be told someday. Ishkatuya. Co-creating it, becoming the reality is ishtuya akai. And this is how we can answer it. Kuyashte eriamahai.
Would you say that right now we're more in a time of unraveling the old than rather finding so much of the new weaving?
Kuyashte eriamahai. All is conjunction constantly, always. Keishtuya eshkiate. Kuyama'anda eshkiate. Biriashte eriamahai. There becomes a sort of tipping point, meeting point. Eshtuya anda eshkiate. Where it becomes known that the way forward is not what was. Therefore, you are on the other side of that. The unraveling is just part of the process now. Witnessing it all purge out. Goodbye. Like letting it flow away with the river. Easy. Becomes easy to let go. Like this. Thank
you.
So what is the role then of the wisdom keepers and the people from land, like the natives? What is the role in this new earth or new era?
Well, they can sort of retire in a sense, because they have been bringing it forward, and now here it is, like the great grandparents, watching the children, fulfilled. Now their mission is here. They can reap it, appreciate it. There's no trying to hold the ground anymore. Hold the traditions, because they have all been known, because they all are. Ishkayah, what was the story, a tradition? It's all part of the new weaving tapestry. Like the prophecies and things that have been predicted to be, they now are. They are like the proud grandparents at this point.
Thank you.
Would you like to do sounding together? First of all, becoming aware of your hands in this way. These hands of yours, they are everything. There are certain points on the physical body that your energy connects to make the power go. Without this, the power goes and there is the death of the body. Energy, the view always is. But these points here, this point here, and the top here, and the feet bottoms, These are the important areas where your energy field is connecting to physical Kuyama Asta Eri Mahai. This is why the Reiki and healing of the hands can be Asta Eri Mahai. Kiki Aste, all power in your hands. Kaya Astuyama, the Estiate. Bria Asta Eri Maha, Ate Eri Maha. Uishki Ate. Now bringing your hands towards each other like you forcing them together, like something other force is holding them back. Like, don't know how to describe, but keep feeling the force holding them back from each other. And then they get to a point that force becomes magnetic towards each other. Mosti area mahai. Kukuyama the ate. Kukuyama the ate. When you feel that, bring them apart together a little, and you feel like a magic ball between your hands. High. You can play with this, even taking your hands to your own physical body and feeling the energy then from them. But for now, keeping them. Kuyamakai and turning them forward again to the center circle. All is in your hand with your hands. They saying you have the world in your hands, since this is valid. Nothing is outside of you. Ishkayah Tuyama Ankai, grateful for your attention in this fine gathering. Kaesh to Biangai, Eriamohi Asta Eriamahai, Kara Astuyama Akai, grateful to bring you to you, Maakai Esti Ate, Briasta Eriamahu Kuyama Anda Esti Ate, Hara Asta Eriamahuya Anda Esti, for this being also Ki Asteri Amakai, Briastuya Angai Eriamahai, with the love. All is I departure is Kuyama the Eski Ate Eriamaha Kuyama on the Eski Ate.